Welcome to the Old Loomis channel again. I have another little Thorfire flashlight to look over and do a quick review on. This is the Thorfire KL03. It's a single 16340 or CR123 light. It says KL03 is a keychain flashlight with 3 modes, high, low, and strobe. It's a clicky tail switch. It comes with a little clasp, so you can hook it onto a keychain. It came in, I'm at work, so I'm hearing all kinds of noises here. It came in a little cardboard box and a little padded bag, okay. It has a stippled reflector. I'm assuming it's an aluminum reflector. I guess I should read the specs and see if it says. I don't really see that it says it's an aluminum reflector, but we'll find out. Type 3 anodizing. Overall, you know, again, these little Thorfire lights seem to be made well. Even though the threads are, and of course the threads on this are not anodized to make contact, but even though the threads are not anodized, they don't squeal. They seem to have a little lubrication on them. O-rings where they should be. Down inside is a tail switch and a spring inside of there, and it's just stock clicky. But it's really I mean it's a it's a tough clicky. It's really hard to press down. You got to really get after it. You know, I mean really, actually too much. That may be the rubber. It may be the boot they used. You really sort of got to get your finger right in the very center and push real hard. Real stiff clicky. But overall, again, the threads are not square cut threads, but the threads are well done. Fit and finish overall is good. Like I say, the tail clicky is a little, I don't really care for that too much. It's maybe if I had it in my thumb, no. So you got to press right in the very center. You can't press like this on it. You have to put your fingernail just about like in the center. So I think that's in the way that rubber boot's made. They should have a lot softer rubber boot. We'll take a look at that and see if we can tear it apart. Inside the head, down in is a driver, and then again you have a bezel, polished bezel, and we'll see if we have, there we go, there's a glass lens. Looks to be a coated glass lens, like a single coating maybe. I don't see that the, there we go, there's the reflector out of it. It is an aluminum reflector. It's got a little plastic locator ring for the LED in there. It's a Cree LED. Let's see what it is. It's XPL. It's a Cree XPL. That's what it says right on the star. And it almost looks like there is a little shelf inside there for the LED. Of course, you know, I'll probably tear all this down and try to take a look at everything in here. It looks like there's a little locking ring in there that holds the driver in. Okay, that screws out. Probably that screws out, then you can take the driver out and you have to cut the wires to get the star off of there. It looks like there's some paste underneath the star. So it looks like the star may be sitting on a solid shelf, and that's a good thing. Heat wise, and it's see it's one piece with a shelf. It's going to transfer heat a little better to the head. I'm not going to tear it down totally until I test it out and see what we got. But overall, you know, like I say, fit and finish is done really well. Nothing squeals and chafes when you put it together and take it apart. I'm going to throw a battery in here and take a look at it. Again, like I say, it's supposed to be a keychain light. It may be a 16340 may be a little bit big diameter for a lot of people for a keychain, but it's nice and short. And we'll see what it looks like with the 3 modes here. Hang on. Okay, I've got my 16340 in there, and I'll turn it on. That's the first mode. That's the second mode. and that's the strobe. So that looks to be high, and you see there's no PWM there. In low, you can see it. Okay, it does have PWM on low, and then strobe. Okay, so high-low strobe. I don't know if I'd waste strobe on something like this. Like I say, it comes with a little clasp you can put on here so that you can hook it to a keychain. It's fairly lightweight. You know, it wouldn't be as lightweight as a single AA or a single AAA, but it's fairly bright. It's fairly blue, and you can see the PWM pretty easily. Okay. So overall, not a bad little light. You know, I mean, for the price, I think it's like 10 bucks. This was sent to me for review. I think I'd probably like it better, maybe with low-high. I don't know. High-low strobe doesn't. I just don't like the strobe. I'd like a high, medium, low, or a moonlight. You know, like a high, low, and moon, rather than have the strobe. But that's what you got. So I'm going to probably tear the whole thing all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and check amp draw on it before I do that, and tell you what the amp draw is on it. Okay, so I did the testing with my meter, and on high I get 0.4 amps. On low I get 0.1 amps, and on strobe I get 0.18. Okay, so it's not a high output. I mean, this is a what did I say it was, for an LED that's in there? Isn't that terrible? It's Cree XPL. Okay, Cree XPL, and it's doing 0.4 amps on high. So not super hot, you know. It's a keychain light, and there is not a lot of metal, of course, in something like this. So it's probably not too bad to do. It probably, you know, half an amp would be about right, I guess. But that's what you get for amp draws. And then, like I say, I will tear it down, and we'll take a look at that little driver in there here in a minute. Okay, so there is a little retaining ring that holds the driver in, and it's notched. You can get it out pretty easily. At least mine came out pretty easy. There is a solid shelf for the LED, for the MCPCB to sit on, which is good. Thin but solid. At least it brings it right, you know, right out to the outside of the head and body to transfer a little heat. And there's a driver. Okay. Can't tell you much about it. You know me, I'm not hot on drivers, but at least it gives you an idea of what there is for a driver. Okay. And that's about it. I mean, the wires are plenty thick enough to handle a driver, and of course, you know, it's nice that there's enough play in the wires that you can be able to get the driver out totally. Take a look at it. There is thermal paste on in there between the star and the shelf. So overall, like I say, this is you know, it's a nice little light for the $10 price. You know, it's well made, and you know, in an emergency, or you could always use the CR123, use the rechargeable 16340s. You know, I don't care for the really cool white, which is blue to me, of the LED, but that's typical. That's typical of what you see of the overseas lights, is that they have the blue-white LEDs. But overall, you know, not bad at all. Glass lens, aluminum reflector. The whole shot comes with comes with the little clasp, you know, for the keychain. So nice little light. I would give it a thumbs up. You know, like I say, the only thing that I don't care for is the clicky switch is a little too tight, and I don't really care for strobe. I'd like to see like a high, medium, and low, or a high, medium, and moon instead of a strobe. But other than that, pretty good. And thanks for listening.